Coasters, this is the second video in a series of looking at the development of a plan for Westland and the West Coast. And you might be wondering how I arrived at the assumptions used to progress the plan. The first assumption I made is that the length of time the recovery will take, and my pick's 10 years. Hey, 10 years to come right? Not 2, as many commentators have been saying. Minerals like gold will be very important to the coast recovery. We have to keep in mind that the level of debt being incurred by government in the name of COVID-19 is greater in value and percentage than at any other time in New Zealand's history. So let's move forward and consider both the landscape, see what it'll look like in 2 years' time, and in order to consider this, we have to have a look backwards, because that's where the answers are. Now, the Great Depression started with a share market crash in 1929. This was after several years of prosperity following the end of World War I. And the crash then, like COVID-19, happened very quickly. It took most people by surprise. The key thing that's worth noting is it took 10 years to return to normality. So 10 years. Major bank failures followed. And this was around the world, but mostly focused in the USA. The bank failures brought the need by the banks to recover their loans. And as they tried to survive, they called them in. That resulted in a huge increase in liquidations, receiverships, and mortgagee sales, and increased the depth of the depression. One defence that seems to have worked very well was the ownership of homes. While their values fluctuated, they produced income. No matter what happens, a house is critical. You've got to live somewhere. And that's really important. And the value of the homes, while they fluctuated wildly, they actually returned to pre-depression values very quickly. So that's the end of the second post. And I've got a third one coming, folks. Hey, keep in touch. Just got to think this through. And I'd love your comments. Catch you later.